Welcome back, beautiful souls. This is Soldier of Light reporting for duty. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. For those who've tuned in before, thank you guys for your continued support. For those tuning in for the first time, I'm the Soldier of Light, and I do a lot of spiritual work and readings as well. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in for the first time. I hope that these messages resonate with you guys. And if you could, please share a comment. Let me know if these messages resonate with you. And also do a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. That way we can go ahead and get this information from Source and God out to all the beautiful souls that need to hear it. So thank you guys for your continued support. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and pull some cards today and see what we get. All right. Thank you, Father, for everything. What message do you have for the collective today? I really appreciate your assistance and your help. Please and thank you for this channeling. What message do the collective need to hear? All right, let's see what we get. All right. First card is the Knight of Swords. So this tells me that they want you to. This is somebody taking action. Okay, they're defending their beliefs. They're being inspired. They're actually taking, like I mentioned, they're communicating directly. So the Knight of Swords is usually someone, tackling, or somebody go ahead and taking care of the issues that are in front of them, and they're doing it with action, with confidence, and they're actually speaking their mind. I feel like a lot of us don't speak our mind and don't take the actions necessary when we need to. So the Knight of Wands comes out first. So that's what they're telling me. And then I also have, that actually makes a lot of sense, because the next card I have is the Eight of Swords. So with the Eight of Swords, this is self-imprisonment. This is a lack mindset. This is also, what the Eight of Swords tells me, mental imprisonment, which means you're putting yourself in with these constraints. You're tying yourself down, and you can see there's nothing holding her. I mean, she could literally just walk in her arms, and she could actually do everything she wants in this picture if she wanted to. But it's telling me that her eyes are closed, or she's blindfolded. Her arms are tied behind her back. She's putting these restrictions on, and that's what a lot of us do. So this Knight of Wands tells me is maybe you need to take some action. Okay, you need to take some action, possibly speak your mind and get out of this mentality of woe is me, because I feel like a lot of us get into that negative headspace, and we kind of get stuck in that, and we don't get out of it as quickly as we need to. And then I have the Judgment card as the third card. So this tells me, what this tells me between the three cards is that we don't take action enough. We don't speak our mind. We hold these things back too much with this Eight of Swords, which means we're like, we shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that, or I shouldn't do this because it may upset somebody. It may cause friction, things of that nature. But the Judgment card that comes out tells me this is what needs to happen. This is a calling. I feel many of you are being called to speak your mind, to go ahead and put this out. Put this information out that you maybe have been holding on to. Maybe you've been having different thoughts, maybe from a spouse or coworkers or your friends or your family. So this tells me that things are going to be resolved. By you speaking your mind, you free yourself from this self-imprisonment. And what this does, it actually is a reckoning for you. It actually is like your inner calling. So if you are drawn from spirit, or drawn from inside your soul or your heart to speak, then speak it. Don't keep tying yourself back. Don't keep holding yourself back, because that's exactly what you're doing. And it tells me things are going to be resolved. Okay, things are going to be reckoned. Okay, so this thing's telling me that this is an inner calling. This is also something about speaking your mind, having faith with the Judgment cards. You can see the angel with the trumpet. Okay, so it tells me this is what you're being called to do. You're being called to speak your mind. And the Judgment doesn't mean judging yourself or judging others. It just means that this is something like you may be judging others. You may be judging yourself, is why you hold yourself back with these negative thoughts. But also it's telling me they want you to move forward in this journey. You see, this is like this is a forward moving card with this Knight of Wands. So this tells me this is exactly what Spirit wants us to do, is get out of our heads, get out of our minds so much, and start to look to Spirit, start to look to your soul and your heart. And these are where the answers will come from. And you will feel more empowered by speaking your mind and defending yourself, okay? And being creative in how you do things, and not taking no for whatever you want to say no, or your restrictions that you put on yourself. That's something that this is what we want to go away from. Because if you do that, holding up my whole reading is the Wheel of Fortune, which means this is a karmic cycle that's completing. And it tells me a turning point. So if you're able to defend yourself, okay, free yourself from your enslaved mind, you're going to have reckoning, and this will be a turning point for you where this will work out better than you ever would have thought with the Wheel of Fortune. It tells me a karmic cycle is completing, you're accomplishing things. This is inevitable, so this will be inevitable. So this is something that everyone will do, even if you don't want to do it now. You eventually will. You will be speaking your mind, the turning point will happen, and it'll be better, and you will feel freer by speaking what you feel and taking actions that have held you back before, that you've never taken those actions before. So this is what this time is: empowering yourself, speaking your mind, and doing the things that you need to do in order for your progress and your journey to continue moving forward as necessary. So I hope that this message resonated with you guys. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Once again, I'm sending you guys all beautiful love and the highest energy frequency of vibration. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe, and drop a comment. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Love you all. Soldier of Light, out. I'll be your guide to the spirit inside.